Oh, sticking on this topic for a second, this was a clip that also went very viral. Again, coming in from Joe Rogan's podcast, which is getting a tremendous amount of attention right now. There's some numbers getting thrown around, 40, 50 million viewers per episode. And in this clip, what's interesting is Joe is talking about, I'm forgetting the word right now, myocarditis, this inflammation of the heart condition that has been associated with COVID and COVID vaccines. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so he seems adamant in the clip that COVID itself is not necessarily correlating with myocarditis in young people. And then in real time, it appears that he has proven otherwise, or at least there's a dispute around it.
By his guest.
By his guest, Josh Zepps. And then he says, if anyone is going to make me look dumb on the podcast, I'm glad it's Josh Zepps because I love him and he's awesome. However, this is why I'm confused. And then he featured some other data from Substack. I'm forgetting the guy's name right now. Another doctor who interpreted the data and suggested that in certain circumstances, yes, vaccine can be associated with increased myocarditis risk for a certain group. Of course, it's all in this thread, and you can read both sides of it. But what was interesting to me was the follow-up from Joe specifically, and how he kind of, after seeing the clip go viral, you can scroll down because I want to talk about his response. He first said, I'm glad Josh Zepps on the podcast brought this to my attention. Then he followed it up by saying that video is cringy, but it's what happens when you stumble in a long-form podcast when you didn't know a subject was going to come up and you wing it. And I just appreciate this particular comment. And I kind of wish that there was more of it. Now, I realize that the video clip was already going viral. The original post of it had like 7 or 8 million views. But when you're talking a lot and you're having these conversations and you're being that open, the way that you phrase things, and there's all types of opportunities to, as he says, stumble in a long-form podcast. But then to come out and call yourself cringy, it showcases that you're like everybody. You're gonna stumble. But either way, there's all these papers and studies are listed over here, and there seems to be some sort of Moderna component, second dose Moderna component. If you look at the data over there, if you happen to be interested in it. But man, in the age of social media and like trying to navigate this stuff, Will, for the average person.
Oh, God.
Trying to navigate your behaviors on a daily basis. And it is, you and I the other day, we're looking on trends. We're looking at the word COVID compared to the weather.
Yeah.
Like it's more important to people right now than the weather. It's more important. We were trying to input other words. What was the other one we put in? Food. We're trying to compare COVID volume of human interest around the globe in the form of search compared to food or restaurants or, like I said, weather. It's just consumed the whole planet. And so people, us, Joe, Josh Zepps, CNN, whoever you want to name, kind of trapped in this cycle of citing data and then new studies and then apprehension and then one group being angry at another group, and it's it can.
Spotify gets involved.
Oh yeah,
too,
Spotify. There's
the doctors,
right? The Spotify story, and it's always Spotify that has to do something, and it's just it's a lot. But anyway, this particular follow up, I appreciated that follow up big time. What's this one? Oh, this is correlated to the last one. Yeah, that's fine.
The link.